Abstract. We are in the midst of a global switch of the fundamental financial train tracks that we use as a global society to trade and transact at the retail and wholesale level, aided by blockchain technology evolution. In this paper, we showcase Indigo protocol to assist in that transition for the people. For a majority of the world's billions of people, in fact, fair access to the financial tools of this world is all but inaccessible. Accessible for the accredited and wealthy, but not the person in a developing country or without certain credit. With Indigo protocol, our mission is to bring the world's financial and equitable assets to the blockchain, allowing everyone access to them, in a synthetic form, to control their own financial destiny. As great wealth distribution takes place with money flowing out of the Western and developed world and into other countries, Indigo protocol will be just one tool in decentralized blockchain that will help this long overdue, more free, and fair distribution to happen seamlessly. What are synthetic assets? Synthetic assets are cryptocurrency derivatives that resemble traditional derivatives, tracking the price of an underlying asset, but are far more composable, accessible, and verifiable as transactions process on a public blockchain. So, for example, we can lock up some collateral to create a synthetic asset called IBTC that has the same value as Bitcoin on the blockchain without having any real Bitcoin in the first place. This gives users exposure to a variety of assets without the need to actually own the underlying asset. These assets can be anything that has value in the real world. With its transparency, efficiency, low barriers to entry, and decentralized traits, the blockchain can smoothly deliver all these assets to anyone with access to the internet. Synthetic assets can also be used as a Lego piece in a wider DeFi ecosystem, helping create and maintain massive markets and applications that rely on them. So, for example, we can create a synthetic asset to the USD that can be used in fiat lending protocols. How it works. On the blockchain, anyone can lock up some crypto collateral to mint new synthetic assets that can be held or traded like any other native token. Autonomous oracles update the real-world price of these assets to the smart contracts that use them. This sets a market price for trading and calculates the collateral ratio to guarantee that minted synthetic assets are over-collateralized at all times. Smart contracts. We choose the Cardano blockchain for its research-first approach. We're not going to bet massive markets on an under-researched blockchain that proves to be insecure or not scalable in the long run. Cardano also provides a great functional programming toolset that improves software correctness and efficient transactions that are inexpensive and fast to execute. Mint. The Mint contract provides users endpoints to mint new synthetic assets and manages their corresponding collateral deposit positions, CDP. A CDP must maintain a minimal collateral ratio depending on the asset that it mints, usually 150% minus 200%. It will be liquidated if it can't. Vesting. The vesting contract distributes the Indi tokens to different agents based on a predetermined schedule. It exposes no user endpoint for external interaction. Tokenomics. Indi is the protocol's governance token. It is mainly used for governance, but also used as a reward for stakers in the platform. The total supply of Indi is 35 M tokens with a 6 decimal precision. We believe in a fair distribution of the Indi tokens, therefore there will be no pre-sale and private distribution to investors prior to launch. The Indi tokens have already been minted, all at once, to be distributed to the community. as shown below, and by a monetary policy that disallows future minting and burning. Indi token staking. The Indi token can be staked to be used in the governance processes. Indi token holders who have staked their position can vote on polls. Voting power is then weighted by the total amount of staked Indi each holder has. Therefore, users with a larger amount of Indi tokens will have more influence on voting. We have done careful tokenomics distribution to prevent whales in the ecosystem who control it. No presale, with live rewards distributed fairly among different protocol agents. Indi stakers will be rewarded with more Indi. This doesn't just empower dedicated participants, it incentivizes people who lock it down for governance, for the growth of the whole protocol. I-asset tokenomics. I-asset tokens are over-collateralized synthetic tokens that are minted and burned through the mint contract. I-asset tokens give users price exposure to real assets, as well as allowing fractional ownership of the underlying asset, with decimal precision of 6. I-assets cannot be created without collateral, which allows the Indigo protocol to efficiently peg the price of the token through our state-of-the-art liquidation model. Monetary policy. I-asset tokens can only be minted and burned against a CDP through the Mint smart contract. Therefore, their validation rules are tied to the Mint endpoints being called. Governance. The Indigo protocol is fully decentralized in that no one is powerful enough to change it at will. Instead, all changes must go through a democratic governance process. Indi holders can deposit a small sum of proposal deposit to open new proposals for other Indi stakers to vote on. After a voting period, if the amount of staked Indi participants and the ratio of yes over no votes pass both minimum requirements, the proposal passes. However, the protocol will wait for an effective delay before making the change to ensure a smooth transition. For example, upon whitelisting a new I-asset, its oracle might need some time to stabilize. Risk management. We constantly audit the platform and market conditions to inform users with a low collateral ratio that might get liquidated to deposit more collateral. We also provide intuitive tools for the users to monitor and read the market themselves. We also constantly attack the protocol on both the testnet and mainnet to find vulnerabilities to patch or warn users to avoid risky scenarios if there are any. For malicious and underperforming risks of oracles and such, we have quick governance solutions to switch oracles or punish bad actors in the platform. This includes falling back to our own Indigo Labs infrastructure, given enough staked votes from the community. We've designed secure incentive formulas for agents to benefit only if they play by the rules, and lose if they don't. Summary. The activity of trading cryptocurrencies and other real-world assets is steadily spanning beyond the professional trader to the everyday person globally. The creation of centralized applications like Robinhood and eToro, along with social media figureheads, have driven this exponential rise in interest and investment. Indigo protocol will satisfy this rapidly growing demand with decentralized synthetic asset exposure for the common person. Indigo protocol will continue to grow significantly in the months and years ahead. Exploring and creating industry partnerships will allow new ideas and concepts to be deployed as blockchain technology, and DeFi inevitably grows and evolves as a whole, while enhancements to the protocol will be driven by the user community and governance proposal process. This will ensure that the user community maintains the protocol as the heirs to the platform in true DAO fashion.